Hi, Larry Stair here, and we're to part 3 of our May quarterly workers meeting. And so the last part of this is just some technology information and some tips on just kind of what's going on. And so obviously we've made a lot of changes to the building, and the tip is we need your feedback, or I need your feedback. And so if you're not getting enough AC, the schedule's not working out, the room's not the right size, the list could be endless. Please let me know, and we'll work through those the best we can, as quick as we can. And I know there's still pieces of furniture that are missing. I'm still searching for a PA speaker that's vanished into the rafters. I don't know where it is. But I will find it, Joy Class. I will find it. But anyway, so just help us in knowing that things that still need to be kind of tweaked as we move through the summer. It's a great time for doing that. Okay. Second thing is we're getting close to having a monitor in every adult classroom. We changed some rooms around. Thank you for being willing to move to new rooms, but we are still looking to add monitors to rooms. Those are 50-inch televisions is what we've been putting in. If you want to know what one of those costs, buy the television, the bracket, get the electrician here, get the Chromecast behind it. They wind up right around $600 a piece. If you'd like to help me out, I'm not going to turn it down. But I have budgeted for one or two of those this year, and we'll be adding them as we can. And so just know that, okay? And I have kind of a list in which we're doing it. We just did one of the last of the rooms in the FLC hallway by the gym, and now we're going to kind of cruise around the back wall. But if you if you need one sooner than that, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. We've also had problems, or if you're having problems with your classroom Chromecast or Apple TV, we made a major significant change to our Wi-Fi structure and how it works. And so we had to go through and take every Chromecast and Apple TV off of our Wi-Fi, which I think is somewhere around 20 plus Apple TV or Chromecasts and Apple TVs, maybe close to 30 devices. We may have missed one. We may not have got it set up correctly when we put it back on. But if you're having problems, please let me know. Remember, the process to use the Chromecast in your classroom is use Google Slides, Docs, that sort of thing. It just makes it way, way easier on just about any device, because that's built in to most devices to cast that. That's what I'm using right now is Google Slides. And so the next thing would be on the FBC Open Wi-Fi. That's a must. You have to do that. And then you should be able to connect to either the Chromecast or the Apple TV. If you're not able to do that, let me know, and I will put it on my list to come take a look at. I think I'm down to like one room now left to work through, and so please let me know. Kudos to John Palmer for helping me get that project done and providing a lot of information, guidance, and support in doing that. So if you see John and you're enjoying the Wi-Fi, say thank you. And then the next thing that I wanted to touch base with on about that, if your room doesn't have good Wi-Fi, yep, I want to know. I'd like to know so we can try to improve it. And so we have made significant improvements to our campus. We've moved some things around and will continue to move things around to get the best Wi-Fi possible. I think the only thing that's really left is the Nail Bender's Garage and the Lane House. And so we have an antenna yet to put up, and we'll be working to do that this summer. And so if you're not getting good Wi-Fi coverage, please let me know so we can put that on the list to address. Okay. Shelby. Let's talk just real briefly about Shelby and using Shelby to the full advantage over the summer And so as you think about using Shelby next, I'm going to see if I can get my Shelby called up here. And let me throw my Shelby back up here on the screen. And I just want to show you something real quick that is in. So I'm going to log in real quick. And let me drop myself up here in the corner so you can see my smiling face. And so here is Shelby on the computer. I'm going to go to attendance and open attendance down here. And when I get to attendance, I can pick a actually I want to do it in reports. I'm going to go to reports and I'll see absences. And so if I click on absences, now obviously I see every group, but if I go into a group, I'm just going to say I'm going to pick a Bible boot camp because it's at the top, and I put in a date range for April. Okay, so I'm going to pick April's date range, and I do a threshold. Now the threshold is I picked, if I click April correctly, I picked May. If I pick April correctly, it's a 5 Sunday month. So if I pick 5 here, I would get a list of everybody that missed every Sunday. And if I don't want to embarrass anybody on the screen, but the next screen that's going to pop up is an opportunity to email people. So obviously if I put this date as Sunday's date, I will get a list of everybody that was absent that Sunday. And it's real easy then to contact them, to assign them as an interaction to a class member. But this summer it's just too easy to say, hey, I missed you here at First Baptist. And so let me encourage you to use Shelby. Take 5-10 minutes every week on a Sunday afternoon. Cut your nap just a little bit short and just put in a little quick note. Hey, I missed you. One of the things you can do is do @name all caps, hit enter, don't do a comma, and then come down and you can do an email and it'll personally address that to 4 or 5 people in your class that you missed. And so it's, if you want other people in your leadership team to have that ability, just see me and we can share the love around to other leaders in your class. So that's just a good way to be contacting people over the summer and encouraging attendance. Also take time to look at your prospect files. Okay, so with that said, I'm to the end of part 3, and I've tried to do this very, very quickly. A lot of information in a rapid format, but if you have questions, I'll be much more happy to slow down over a cup of coffee and answer any of the questions that you have, or ice cream, or lunch, or just in the hallway in a quiet spot. So with that, know that I'm praying for you, and let me just be a source of encouragement to you as we seek to do something so very important in the life of First Baptist, and that is to build up disciples and to involve people in a relational Bible study, because that is truly transformative in the lives of people, and I strongly believe that. And I'm so thankful that you're along on the journey. So with that, Sequoia Leadership Meeting. If you'd have been there in person, you'd have got yummy treats and Sherry's good coffee, but you weren't. So, or if you were, you know what you didn't miss. And know if you, well, anyway, be at the next one, okay? We'll have it on Sunday at its normal time. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.